The state of Florida is rolling out new tools and incentives in the fight against human trafficking. Today, Attorney General Ashley Moody unveiled a new phone line and a larger reward in hopes that those with eyes and ears on the road will help save people being held against their will. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live along I-275 in Tampa with more on this new effort. Evan, bring us up to speed.
Yeah, and an expert said to me that a victim could be in any of the cars or trucks that you see behind me, and you wouldn't even know it. The state is hoping that increased awareness and incentives will lead to a more difficult road for human smugglers. With all the cars, trucks, and people at a rest stop along I-75 in Ruskin, Jamie Bond knows what or who could be in each that passes by.
They're going to blend in. They don't want to get caught because then you're taking away their lifeline.
She works for a Florida nonprofit that works with victims of abuse and trafficking. She stood with the Attorney General as she announced the latest step in pulling off the disguises that traffickers use to move their victims to and from unlicensed, unsafe, and even sexually exploitative workplaces.
We know that traffickers use our roadways, our interstates, to not only move victims, but they also try to peddle in their trade.
The state is posting signs at 53 rest stops that show the number for Florida's trafficking hotline. And the reward for information leading to an arrest is now increasing to $7,500. Further, all tips can now remain anonymous.
No piece of information is too small. And if it ends up being nothing, that is not a problem. We want more tips.
In 2023, troopers in Gainesville pulled over a van on I-75 filled with 10 men, likely headed to fields to do backbreaking labor. In May of that year, they found 7 migrants in a vehicle near Brooksville. And in April, they found 20 in an F-350 near Tampa.
There are instances where truck drivers have been reported their cab being knocked on in the middle of the night and something seemed amiss and they reported that. If someone is looking to someone else to give them guidance on what to say, if someone else has their identification documents.
One tip could change or save a life.
If somebody looks like they don't have control of what they're able to say, they can't move about freely, they look like they're under somebody else's control, or someone is possibly exploiting or blackmailing them with an.
And the Office of Statewide Prosecution has prosecuted more than 130 human traffickers since 2019. The number to call is 855-FLA-SAFE, 855-FLA-SAFE. And the state has trained more than 100 workers in the gaming and transportation industries to recognize human trafficking, Linda.
Nice, easy number to remember, too. Evan, thank you.
FEMA housing assistance ends today for a lot of families displaced by hurricanes Helene and Milton.